dry, very dry on the ideas for the videos lately. So going in the barn, and I figured I would do a checkup video on. I get more light in here. On this thing right here, this beautiful early 2010s GM plastic interior fast cobalt that I have. Hella good fit, man. Yeah, so it has its flaws, as you can tell, but I was just gonna do a video on what it's like, or if you do mod your cobalt to a certain extent like I do, where it's not really a daily driver, and it's I did daily in my car, and I've delivered pizzas in my car for a while, but I'm just going to run around on how one of these things that makes over 500 crank and over 400 to the wheels is like owning and I've put it on 3,000 miles on this car, 3,000 or 4,000 miles on this car. It has 82,500 miles on the body, and might just run 10K on the motor, so still a low mile car. But like I said, again, I wanted to check up on what it's like, or just a ownership update on my cobalt. So this isn't going to be an entertaining video. This is just going to be for people that actually just have a cobalt and they're going to mod it to how I have it, or are just interested in my cobalt. So as you can see, it has things done to it that make it not as functional on streets, especially in Michigan. Not saying because of the motor, but my lip, or my splitter, side skirts, how it's lowered on St. GR coilovers. And I have it raised up front, lower in the back. I gotta go up higher up front. And that brings me to another problem, is the axles in these things are horrible. You cannot lower these cars. I recommend, if you're gonna lower a Cobalt SS or a Cobalt, buy springs, don't buy coilovers, unless you're going to do it. I mean, you could get bigger wheels. These are 18s. You could get bigger wheels, and then it'll fit your wheel arch better, but I have to go even higher, like probably another inch, because my axles are still binding, and I have stage 2 or level 2 axles, as ZZP calls them, that were $400 each, so $800 in axles, and they still bind. I have a little bit of gap, as you can see. It's a little more than 2 fingers, but yeah, I have to go higher, and it's gonna look stupid because I'm gonna have to adjust the back fitment is lower, and it looks, I don't know, it's just gonna look stupid. But yeah, as I said, these things don't like to be lowered. Keep them stock if you can. Keep stock struts, buy lowering springs, and drop about a ½ inch. Put some better tires on it. Leave it be. So other than that, yeah, like I said, the arrow I have on it, not much of the canards, but the lips. Side skirts really doesn't do much, but when it's lowered, obviously it's harder to drive around, especially on roads, like I said, like in Michigan. So this thing can be unfunctional a lot of times when trying to drive around, go to Detroit like we normally do for meets. That's fine, but when you get into towns and stuff, me and Cam, as we know, mine's not even slam, but Cam Z is sitting on the ground static, so he is liking to shoot sparks over every bump. And I have before, even though this thing isn't that low. So yes, keep your car around stock height if you can. Second off, I have a lot of aftermarket parts that, like I said, the splitter, it likes to hold my bumper down. I have bad bumper sag, as you can see, that I have to fix. This hood, it's not gonna be perfect OEM. I have a little bit of gaps, stuff like that. So these things, aftermarket support isn't crazy. Like, they have aftermarket support, but it's not like perfect. So like I said, honestly, these things look amazing if you just get wheels that'll fit it perfectly, fill out everything. Get the tunes and stuff. You can obviously make more power. The stock transmissions don't like to hold a lot of power. I have the Buick Regal trans swap, the 6-speed, which is $3,000 on ZZP, which is a lot of money. So I don't know a lot of people that would do it. I'm lucky to have bought this with that already done, because third gear got blown out when it was making 380 or something, because third gear in these cars like to go out. And this trans, I guess, he told me, I can get synchro, 5th injector, bigger turbo, and I can make 650 wheel. Don't plan on doing that because I don't have any traction in it anyways. So, like I said, I keep saying like I said, but as I said, these things are really nice cars, stock for stock. They handle well. But I've noticed that axles like to go to shit really, really fast. Interior trim pieces like to get really shitty. These whole things come out. Those come out on that side. These like to scratch up a lot. A lot of these buttons like to go out. Cruise button stopped working. This wand broke. Now, it's still, I fixed it, but it won't return when you turn back. Yeah, like I said, just the interior pieces. There's nothing really cool about these cars inside. I guess the seats are kind of cool, but stuff like that. And, excuse me, sorry. Even with headlights, these are retrofit. They're starting to look really faded, and I need to get new headlights. But I love the look of these. So, I don't know. And this is on the 85. Like I said, it has don't even remember what turbo it is, which is probably sounds really dumb to a lot of you guys, but I will see if I can put down, or you can actually go on my Instagram for this car. I will post a picture of my build sheet on there that the old owner did for this. There's my Instagram. So I don't know what else to get on except about how the interiors are kind of shitty. Axles are shitty. You're gonna want solid, I got a ZZP straight pipe, 3-inch all the way back, catless everything. And likes to rattle around, hit heat shields, so I need to buy solid or really stiff exhaust hangers, because that's a big problem. This also has a pretty much solid motor mounts all around, so it vibrates a lot. It's kind of uncomfortable. But so yeah, if you're gonna go for power like I am, this is not something you should daily. It's fun to drive, but it's kind of unreliable in the sense of just having good gas mileage, being a comfortable ride. It's not that. That's not it. So figured I should do a good walk around of everything that this is giving me problems with. There's little fitment issues. I feel like all these cars don't have good fitment. I don't know why. Maybe it's just because this car is just like that. The fitment on these is just, I'm not really picky with that, but it's just so annoying to me. Also, not a lot of wheels I think look good on this car. I know this is an outdated kind of style with the gold and black, but I think it still looks good on this for being a cobalt. But like I said, not a lot of great ways you can make these look. I don't really like these slammed. I don't like these a lot of ways. I like them when they're like Trek-esque and are built with aero, just like mine is kind of. And by the way, there's gonna be a video coming soon. Ordered their Velocity Aeroworks rear diffuser. I talked to the guy that owns the company. He's actually a really cool guy, so that's gonna be next video or upcoming video. And I'll pop the hood for you, as you can see. Where is it? I know it's so loud. I hate this carbon. I need to get pins. Hood pins for this because it does not like to stay down. Another thing, if you're buying a carbon hood, be careful with them. But see, all this piece of paint that just broke off there. Like I said. Alright, well here's my engine bay, which I think I've shown before. Alright, I got engine piping, Hahn fender intake. There's my little turbo back there. Not so little, but there's that back there. There's really not much to this that's crazy different. Don't know what all I could show you. I just figured I'd show you around what I have for people that are interested in this car, what it's all done to it. Pretty much all engine work, obviously. Everything was done at ZZP. I hate closing this thing. There we go. I don't want to break this thing. It scares me so much to break this thing. Spent way too much money on this car. Look at those bad boys. I was gonna put this back in here. Where'd that go? Thought I had. Maybe I put it back. Never mind. I know this is a lot of rambling, but I was going to show you all my receipts from ZZP. They're all in here. For people that have another computer, all receipts. Because there's a lot of stuff done on this car. So, I'm just going to end it on that note. So, thank you guys for watching. Ending all of this as a, these are great cars. Try not to molest them. If you're going to go all out, kind of do what I do, but what this is done with, go all out. It's a very fun car. Beats a lot of cars. I beat a lot of cars that think they're going to fucking kill me. And it's kind of funny, so. All right. My dogs are going ape shit, so I'm gonna go back inside. But thank you guys for watching. I have a checkup video on my WRX for tomorrow. I think I'm gonna make because it's kind of giving me problems, and I bought it a week ago. So thank you guys for watching. Hope you enjoyed, and I'll catch you guys later.